Netflix makes a lot of cartoons for adults, so today I will be ranking the ones I've watched in a tier list. So the categories for the tier list we have are legendary, binge-worthy, good, meh, and how did this get commissioned? And we're starting off with Big Mouth. Now if you try to explain to someone what Big Mouth is, they probably give you a funny look, as it's basically the story of kids going through puberty but they have these hormone monsters. It sounds really bizarre, and to be honest some of it is really bizarre, and it definitely will never not be a cartoon because that would break so many laws. But actually as a show I would say it is very binge worthy. I will say it is binge worthy. It's a good show, it's very entertaining. It's had I think 6 seasons. They have slightly dropped off in quality, but it's still a very entertaining show and definitely one you could like binge watch in a day. So for me, binge worthy. Then it got a spin-off show, which is our next one, Human Resources. Now Human Resources brings us like the hormone monsters from Big Mouth and shows them what their world's like and what it's like doing a day job there, hence why it's called Human Resources, as in like The Office. It's kind of like an Office-y mixtape. It's good. I wouldn't say it's anywhere near as good as Big Mouth. Definitely fell off a bit. It did have some cool cameos, like Hugh Jackman was in it and stuff. For me, I would say it's just good. Then we come to Inside Job. Now, Inside Job is an interesting one. It's like if every conspiracy theory you've ever heard was true. So like the Illuminati are real, like lizard people run the world, and basically there's this group of people who have to keep these things top secret, and they're called the Inside Job, hence the show. It's really funny, it's really good, and it is definitely binge worthy for me. It's such an entertaining show. I'm so annoyed it got cancelled after 2 seasons because it was brilliant and it was setting up for a 3rd season that would have looked really good. So if Netflix ever wants to bring something back, this would be top of my list because it is fantastic. Then we've got F is for Family, and I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't even get through 1 episode. I did give it a couple of goes, but for me it was how did this get commissioned? I'm sure it gets better, but for me personally, I haven't watched just 2 episodes. I just couldn't get into it. So that's why I put that, how did I get commissioned? Then we got Paradise PD, which for the first few seasons was unbelievable. One of my favourite shows to watch. However, the 4th season, it fell off a cliff. Like, the 4th season, if it was just the 4th season, it would be in How Did This Get Commissioned? So for that reason, I'm gonna have to say it's good. If not, it would be binge worthy because it was fantastic the first 3 seasons. Even the first few, maybe even legendary, it was that good. But overall, it'll have to be good because the 4th season jumped off a cliff. Then we've got Hoops. Hoops is another interesting one. It only got 1 season, but I actually thought it was really enjoyable. It was good to watch. It's about a teacher, PE teacher, basketball teacher, and it's like hoops, and it was funny. It had the guy from New Girl, what's he called? Can't remember what he's called off the top of my head, but he's in it, and yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So for me, again, that is binge worthy. And then we come to BoJack Horseman, which is just... yeah, it's just legendary, honestly. It's such a good show. The story is great. It's very funny, the characters are amazing, the whole design and world of the show is fantastic, and every season is as good as the last. 6 seasons, absolute legendary, so enjoyable to watch, so it has to be legendary, and is definitely by far the best cartoon for adults on Netflix. That's, yeah, try me, say some other cartoons, they won't be as good as BoJack Horseman. So that is my tier list, that's how I rank them. Would you rank them any different? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know what is your favourite Netflix cartoon. I would love to hear them.